Imagine every day you wake up, you have this infinite supply of abundance, infinite supply of everything you need every single day you wake up. But you just don't realize it, and so much so that you spend more time withdrawing in from this supply than depositing into it. And it's crazy because we all have access to this infinite abundance, but most of us think we don't, and we continuously withdraw from it and don't know that it's infinite, and then we start to feel lack because we're not manifesting and putting the right energy to receive that back. Every single day we wake up, we have at least 3 different forms of this abundance. That's time, that's energy, and that's abundance. And abundance is whatever you think it is the good things in life, the secure amount of those good things, right? Abundance is really your own definition. But with that being said, we all have access to this infinite supply every single day. But a lot of us use our time unwisely, and of course we have jobs and obligations and things, but the time that we do have, we aren't using it to create more time. And the abundance that you have is the ability to create anything you imagine. If you hold an image long enough within your mind, you feel as though it's true, your subconscious will start to manifest it and bring those events to you. So whatever you ask your mind, think of it as like not a dictionary, my bad. Think of it as like Google. You type in whatever you want on Google, whatever you want in your head, and once you feel enough conviction, emotion, and knowing that that is your reality, then it will manifest. But the problem is most of us are unconscious of the reality we manifest, and that leads to us manifesting a reality of lack and constantly withdrawing from this infinite supply. But if you're constantly taking away from something and not adding to it, you are not getting the benefit. You're actually getting the worst of it. So in between this is the mutual relationship of giving and getting back. So if you're not giving anything, or if you're just strictly giving, then how is it you're able to experience the full benefits of this abundance that you have? So as you now live throughout your day and through your life, you're aware that you have this degree of abundance, this infinite supply to create whatever it is we want to create. But a lot of us, instead of creating the life we want, we create the life we don't want with the same power. I read about 5 or so books this year, and almost all of them talk about the oneness, the one power. There's one power within everything. It's just manifested in different forms and frequencies of that energy, but it's ultimately the same thing. And whether you wanted to call it God, energy, universe, whatever it is, it's all similar in my head. So a lot of times we cut off our connection with that abundance, with that flow, because we're looking to find our abundance outside of us. But the thing with this abundance that I forgot to mention in the beginning is it's flowing within you at all times. It's always within you. It's just the presence of yourself in your body is the indication of that. But like I said, most of us are not present. Our energy is so wrapped up in the mind, in the past or future, we forget that we have control and the abundance and infinite supply to create what it is we want in life rather than what it is we don't want. I think it's sometimes even just a shift of perspective, because a lot of times you probably grew up in an environment or have been reiterated the idea that there's not much of anything, you don't have that many opportunities, there's not this, there's not that, you're not adequate, you're not worthy, all of these beliefs, and they start to build an identity and formulate your reality based upon your beliefs and you projecting how you feel and having this mindset. So it's important to be aware and know that the same power within everything else, within the things you desire and all of that, is the same power within you. You just have to figure out, how do I use this power to align with the oneness that is all? But as I've been learning and just reading more books, sorry for the background, I'll talk a little bit louder. But as I've been reading and learning more books, I learned just different definitions of manifestation, and some things have been there and consistent, so I know that it's true. And a couple things are, when you manifest, it's what you're emotionally charged, how you feel emotionally. You can think that you want a better life, but emotionally, if you feel bad and you have these negative thoughts, and that is the energy and feeling you hold, then that is what will be created. So much is dependent upon how you feel. So it's important about shifting your mindset from not looking at your riches, your abundance, your connection with the universe outside of you, but know that you're ultimately always interconnected within yourself and connected to this infinite abundance. But you're using that abundance to manifest the life you don't want, as I've stated. So how can you use this abundance in a way that you can create what you want? Just think about, I made this video about, I don't know, almost 2 years ago, called "You have $86,400 a day. How will you spend it?" So basically talking about the fact that we got 86,000 seconds every single day, and it's like you got not infinite supply, but you have this supply, and how will you use it to create more time? Because that's what I'm saying. The time is the thing. It's not the money, because it's the freedom that the money gives you so you can have your time, right? So yeah, man, you have an infinite supply. You are the universe, the abundance, the things that you want to attract. You have those within you. And I think because you have them within you, you're seeking them externally. And that may be like contradictory. You like, if I have them, why am I seeking them? But because you are seeking who you are externally, but not knowing you are everything. You are just manifested as everything, as yourself. So you see yourself as separate, see yourself as one. You don't see yourself as a part of this infinite abundance, and knowing that you are using it even to feel mad, bad, sad, all the feelings you felt. You have used this infinite abundance, this energy, and you will continue to use this. You're using it right now to watch this video. So you are infinitely rich, but until you realize that you have control, and your imagination is like, I don't know what to call it. I don't know what you would refer your imagination to, but just know you have access to this every day to create the life you want. You just have been creating the life you don't want, and forgetting that you're using that same abundance, that same energy, that same presence within everything else to create what you don't want. So start using it to create what you do, and you'll see your life manifest and change. It's about feeling emotionally charged and knowing that you are rich, and your riches and abundance is not dependent on nothing out here, because everything out here is always changing. Who you are within is always unlimited. It's always infinite. It's always one with the universe. That never changes. Even if your thoughts change on that, you are forever interconnected with everything, man. But yeah, appreciate y'all for watching. We're all one. We're all part of this infinite abundance. How will you use it today to create a better life and create more abundance and manifest more of this infinite abundance into this finite world? But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all for watching. As I said, y'all go tap in with the links in the description. I got my new song, R&B Ski and Conversations, and I have another new song coming for y'all in a few days, by the end of this week. But you probably see this video a little bit later, but nonetheless, man, new song will be out. Check out the description. I love y'all, appreciate y'all, and we gonna keep creating, loving, and using this infinite abundance to bring more unlimited into this world, or more so the awareness of unlimited, because it's always been here. It's just about knowing that and seeing it in all, because it encompasses all. I love y'all. Unlimited. Let's go.